Hello, YouTube. This one's going to be on YouTube. I usually post on TikTok and YouTube. Or transfer over. Whatever. Anyways. I live in North Texas. North of Amarillo, Texas. I actually like it here. It's quiet. Peaceful. I am so glad I am not around these state capitals right now. There's one huge reason. Get all the lunatics that are taking over the capitals. They're committing insurrection. Yeah, J6 was called insurrection. So actuality, what J6 was not insurrection. What's going on now is insurrection. What's going on now is terrorism. What's going on now is a lot of patriots saying that we won't give up our guns. There's a lot of patriots or people, law-abiding citizens, that are saying we won't give up our rights, our freedom, freedom to hold our government accountable. In the First Amendment, there's 5 parts to the First Amendment. So, actuality, we won't be giving any of that up right now. Actually, we're going to be taking them back. So, not giving it up. Cold dead hands. So, go figure, That's just my small one. I'm not going to give it up. I'm not going to. As far as law enforcement is concerned, if you do gun confiscation, red flag laws, or any laws thereof that violates constitutional rights and freedom of patriotic Americans, law-abiding citizens, you are actually considered part of the problem that we face today. You are considered those that hate our freedom, those that hate our constitutional rights, those that hate the fact that we're allowed to carry these. And yes, I don't have the big scary one. Don't own it. I wish I did, but I don't. So, actuality, as far as you governors, as far as you mayors, or anybody else that hates our freedom and says that they're pushing for red flags, pushing for whatever, all I gotta do is say one thing that Texas is famous for. Come and take it. Because I haven't broken no laws. I ain't violating nobody. I ain't killing nobody. The only people I would hurt is those people that would come to my door. In trying to hurt me and my family. So, you really want to go that route? You want us on your side, believe me, law enforcement. When the time comes, you want us patriotic Americans on your side. Because we're actually starting to sit back and say, these lunatic liberals that you are allowing to run the streets and commit chaos and do all this stuff and say burn it down and burn the cities down, burn the precincts down, burn all this stuff down, that's your problem because you took the guns away from law-abiding citizens. You took our constitutional rights and freedom. That's your problem. Because you've got people that are scared now to carry their guns because they're afraid law enforcement is going to retaliate against them. Government is going to retaliate against them. So actuality, law enforcement, I want you to make a choice today. Either you want us on your side, the law-abiding citizens on your side, you want us holding you accountable to the laws and the freedoms and the constitutional rights of those that are not breaking the laws. You're going to stop handing out frivolous tickets that creates revenue for these political parties that are in power. And that's what it does. When you write those tickets, you ain't helping the system. You ain't helping the American people when you're writing frivolous tickets. Tickets for somebody magnet fishing on a bridge. I watched a video the other day. These people were magnet fishing, pulling out explosives by an army base, a government base, and they were pulling it out of the water, making the water safer and cleaning it up. And this game warden, old fart that needs to retire, decided he was going to write 5 tickets each for these people for magnet fishing on a bridge that they had legal permission to magnet fish. But yeah, he wrote the tickets anyways. Well, I'm going to waste your time going to court. So actuality, these frivolous tickets don't do nothing but waste the court's time, and they waste your time, they waste the people's times, they waste the people's money. Frivolous tickets are not helping the fact. And you arresting people for recording you using their cell phones and their cameras. That's not helping either. That's not getting us on your side. That's getting us farther away from your side. You know, support the blue line used to be a big thing. Support the blue line. I used to be a part of that mess. I call it a mess for a reason. Because I don't support you when you're committing criminal activity against the people, violating constitutional rights and freedom. Matter of fact, you probably, if you come to my door, you'll see me not comply. I'll be nice. I'll be courteous. But I'm just going to be very polite and say, don't answer questions. I'm not complying. And if you put your hands on your gun, I'm going to put my hands on my gun. I'm going to rest my hands on my gun. So, guess what? You say, I'm just resting my hands. Well, so am I. I guarantee you that whatever you do, I'm going to do the same. So if you come out drawing a gun down on me, on my property, clip, you better hope I don't draw down on you. Because you drawing down, you know, there is a law that calls brandishing a weapon or, you know, intimidation of a weapon, criminal display of a weapon. Law enforcement, that goes for you too. See, law enforcement, you don't understand. You follow by the same laws that we do. You think you don't, but you do. Because from here on out, the law-abiding citizens, the smart ones, will start holding you accountable and will start recording you. And if you're resting your hands on your guns, I'm going to do the same thing. And you're probably going to end up shooting me or arresting me because I rested my hand on my gun because you doing the same thing. I'm going to mimic you. I'm going to piss you off. And it's going to be funny. So, do you want us on your side, law enforcement, while all this mess is going on? Or do you want to drive us away? That's the question. Do you want to do your job and enforce laws and arrest crooked politicians, arrest all these idiots on the streets? Oh, wait. You got to abide by the politicians' rules, right? Oh, you do? Wow. Because you're politically controlled, government-controlled thugs, and you haven't figured that out yet. Imagine that. Maybe that's why I live where I live. So either you figure out where you stand today, law enforcement, military, and even government politicians. You figure out where you stand, for the people or against the people. You have a choice. For the people or against the people. Make that choice today. Because we're watching the collapse of society. And I hope you're on the right side. We're watching the slow decline of America. I hope you make the right choice. God bless. Be safe. And pray for America, definitely.